In a portion thick with enormous SUVs controlled by V8 motors, the Sequoia stands separated for its standard V6 half-breed powertrain, a framework that vows to save fuel without forfeiting execution. The 437 horsepower I-Force Max powertrain is imparted to the Tundra half-and-half pickup truck, just like the remainder of the Sequoia's underpinnings, and it's adequately strong to tow and take as well as any one. The launch is equipped pleasantly with all the normal tech treats, and its back seats are extensive enough for youngsters to settle in. Pulling grown-ups back there is an alternate story, as the third column is by and large excessively confined. Freight space behind the third line is restricted as well and, sadly, dropping the rearmost seats to fit more stuff in the back is obstructed by a lopsided burden floor with a high liftover level. Opponents, for example, the Chevy Tahoe and the Portage Undertaking are essentially more useful and flexible. Be that as it may, in the event that what you're searching for is an extra huge SUV with crossbreed power, the Sequoia is a decent, and your just, decision. The restricted Nightshade model joins the setup for 2024 and accompanies exceptional 20-inch TRD wheels painted in a matte dark completion to match other shut-down outside appearance things. Platinum trims can now be hit with a similar TRD rough terrain bundle that was accessible on the Restricted a year ago. The bundle adds a rough terrain suspension framework with Bilstein shocks, a pallet plate, an electronically controlled locking back differential, rough terrain driving modes, a slither control framework, a slope plummet control capability, and a couple of explicit appearance things. Restricted models with the TRD rough terrain bundle presently likewise accompany a shut-down outside appearance. The restricted trim seems to offer the best worth in the setup. Despite the fact that it's just a single move forward from the base SR5, it accompanies a large group of extra treats standard. Those things incorporate a bigger 14.0-inch touchscreen, a power liftgate, 20-inch wheels, warmed and cooled front seats, and a power collapsing third column. The Sequoia comes standard with the I-Force Max half-breed powertrain that is discretionary in the Tundra pickup. This powertrain is included a twin Super 3.4-litre V6 motor and an electric engine that produces a sum of 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of force. The Tundra's 10-speed programmed transmission extends to the Sequoia SUV also. Back tire drive is standard, with four-wheel drive discretionary on most variants, and standard on the rough terrain situated TRD Ace model. The four-wheel drive Sequoia capstone we tried advanced to 60 miles per hour in 5.6 seconds and arrived at a quarter mile in 14.3 seconds at 94 miles per hour. That is speedier than the last GMC Yukon Denali we tried, yet fairly more slow than the Portage Campaign Treeline. The TRD Star likewise accompanies rough terrain hardware, for example, updated Fox dampers, a front pallet plate, a locking back differential, and produced 18-inch wheels with 33-inch tires. During our underlying test drive, we were satisfied with the Sequoia's agreeable ride and calm lodge, however less so with its on-street driving way of behaving. Its extensive inclination out and about makes it hard to put in a path, something we've whined about in other enormous SUVs as well, and its featherweight directing exertion doesn't help. Its brake pedal likewise has a strangely soft feel. The Sequoia's large interior continues in this new generation, with a third row of seats as standard equipment. A second column seat arrangement with an 8-traveler limit is standard, with discretionary second-line Chiefs seats lessening the quantity of seats to 7. Headroom is restricted in both of the back columns, especially when outfitted with the discretionary all-encompassing sunroof. With many trim levels accessible, the inside arrangements run the range from plain to fancy, and incorporate material and calfskin upholstery and fluctuating degrees of wood and chrome trim as you stroll up the cost stepping stool. Higher trim levels offer elements like warmed and cooled second-line situates, an all-encompassing sunroof, and an exceptional sound system. The Sequoia's freight region isn't so obliging as different opponents, nonetheless. With the back seat being used, there's just 12 cubic feet of freight space out back. and collapsing the third column down doesn't bring about a level burden floor. The old Sequoia's dated touchscreen setup has been swapped out for the large 14.0-inch touchscreen found in the Tundra. This screen comes standard on everything except the base SR5 and will utilize Toyota's most recent infotainment programming, which offers every conceivable kind of cell phone reflecting and other network choices, including a Wi-Fi area of interest and different music streaming choices. The new Sequoia's hybrid setup makes it significantly more efficient than the outgoing model. Back-tire drive models are EPA evaluated at 21 miles per gallon city, 24 miles per gallon parkway, and 22 miles per gallon joined. Choosing four-wheel drive drops those numbers a little, to 19 miles per gallon city, 22 miles per gallon parkway, and 20 miles per gallon joined. The Sequoia's all-suitable driver help highlights come norm in all cases. Key security highlights include standard forward collision warning and automated emergency braking, standard path takeoff cautioning and path keeping help, and standard versatile journey control. Toyota's restricted and powertrain guarantees are like large numbers of the Sequoia's standard SUV rivals. Notwithstanding, Toyota offers free plan support as a pleasant reward. Restricted guarantee covers 3 years or 36,000 miles. Powertrain guarantee covers 5 years or 60,000 miles. Free support is covered for quite a long time or 25,000 miles.